Hi everybody, it's Thursday afternoon and got a cup of detox tea. It's strawberry and lime and it's nice. I've put half a teaspoonful of brown sugar in, but it's really nice. Anyway, the challenges of life and the minor things in life and what we construe as the major things in life. You know, I was fretting today because I'd left a fountain pen on my clean duvet. Changed my bed yesterday. So I left a fountain pen. Top wasn't on properly, so it's leaked. And the more I tried to get the stain out, the more embedded it became, and it's a mess. But so what? I'll wait until it dries out on the side that I've tried to clean, turn it over, and nobody will know the difference, will they? And I can sling the thing out. I don't need to. I've got enough bedding that I haven't got to worry about it. But the things that we worry about, the stupid, silly things that we worry about, and the more we project that worry or that concern or that things haven't gone right for me, like me with the hospital on Monday. My own doctor said they clearly didn't look at the x-rays from the other hospital, which is right, they probably didn't. And, I've been sitting here feeling really quite annoyed about it. Where is that going to get me, feeling annoyed? It's not going to get me anywhere. So I think the thing is to wait a little while and give myself time to settle down and then decide what I'm going to do. My doctor wants me to contact the clinic, the orthopaedic clinic, but I thought it'd be up to him. But I think I need to take things into my own hands now and take charge of my own reality. Our imagination and what we visualise, and it's not a cliche, it's true, our imagination and what we visualise before us is what's going to come back to us. Does that make sense? If we visualise, oh, woe is me, constantly, or everybody's against me constantly, or I haven't got enough of constantly, then we're never going to be living in the moment and looking forward to the next big thing. I did write something. Yeah, I just wrote, even though if beating yourself up about then, which is something I often do, if beating yourself up about then is taking a priority, then you're never going to be living in the now, and you're never going to be looking forward to what comes next. And I think really the trick is to be living in the present. I can't remember his name, there's a man, an orator. He isn't a preacher of any sort, but he does come out with the most amazing things. And he says about man, that when Jesus came to earth, and he was man, born of woman, and it was to ensure that man, i.e. Jesus, was in each of us, and we, in turn, in our imagination, are godlike. nothing that goes on in life is a mistake. Where we are now isn't a mistake. We may have chosen a circuitous route to get here, and we might have had a lot of problems on the way because we weren't thinking. That imagination again, we weren't thinking that we were thinking, and we thought ourselves not worthy of anything better, and so we buggered up basically because of self-worth. And that brings me on to me, because I've said that, you know, I'll talk about my past, which is some of my past, not all of it. And I couldn't talk about all of it because I'm ashamed of myself for a large part of it. And that was me then. That isn't me now. That was me trying to find my way. That was me allowing and not realising it, allowing all the negativity of my childhood, all the abuse I suffered in my childhood. I allowed it to infiltrate. I allowed it to make me want to prove myself, even though by that time I'd been married 18 years and you know, the children were raised, and it still made me, that wasn't enough. I hadn't proved myself in any way, even though I'd got all these qualifications. More importantly than that, I'd got a happy marriage. I've got 3 great kids. Even that to me wasn't proving myself. And who did I have to prove myself to? Certainly not Alfie, because he always knew me, always. And certainly, I realise now, the family and the people I was brought up around who may not have actively contributed to the abuse, but they didn't do anything to stop it. And my mother, who on her deathbed, my mother called for me and said, her final words were, "I'm sorry, Anne." And we were all there around the bed, you know, and Alfie had only just left actually because he had to go to work. But my sister-in-law, who was there, said, "You've got nothing to be sorry for, Mum." And I said, let her say what she wants to say. It's important for her to say it. Which I felt it was, and I'm sure that that's the case for a lot of people. Their last words, their final words. And my sister-in-law, who said that, you know, to comfort my mum, she passed away 2 days ago. And I think in part that's what's prompted this video, that big ribbons of memories, big ribbons of past are coming back to me. My elder brother my sister-in-law, I won't say her name, my elder brother, who's her husband, he said on, more or less on his deathbed, when he was in the hospice, Anne and I have always known where we stood. And I think we did. But there was a distance, we're busy bringing up our families, not living close, there was big age differences, a lot going on. And also I have to admit to myself that the family that I chose to be born into, because we all choose where we're going to be, we all choose what lessons we're going to learn. And I think I chose a very difficult road. But I'm here now. I can be happy, I can be joyful. I can be fearful, but not let it overcome me. I can split my physical problems, split it, and allow myself to live this way, to live in my imagination, to live in the place where it gives me comfort, to live in my safety zone, which is up here, where nobody can touch. So I think probably that's the message I would give to you, is that however fearful you are, however rotten people make you feel about yourself, it doesn't have to be that way. Don't allow them to have headspace in your mind, because they're not deserving of it. Don't allow them to infect you, years down the past. Don't allow it. There's no need for it. Put your barriers up and keep them there. And know that you in yourself, just you, in yourself, your imagination, your, what I always like to call your God spark, whether you think it's here, wherever you think the soul is, wherever your imagination is, wherever your consciousness is, wherever that part of you, when you pass over, wherever that energy goes. Because it is pure energy. Your physical body is nothing really. All these aches and pains and broken bones, well, maybe that's just, problems, like a lot of people have problems, and something that I have to put up with until such time as I get off my bottom and do something about it myself, which is, I think, is what I'm going to have to do. So anyway, I'm not quite sure what you're going to take from this video, but I've bumbled along and I knew what I wanted to say, but I'm not quite sure it all came out correctly in the end. I hope it did. And I'll speak to you a little bit later. Bye-bye.